Danny Boom and welcome to Recipe Rehab, sponsored by Everyday Health. On this episode, the Allen family loves their French toast recipe.
You guys want to make some French toast?
Yeah! I love Mom's French toast.
I have made this recipe so many times. My kids have grown up with it.
It's French toast time!
My wife's French toast recipe has a lot of butter, cream cheese, and a lot of sugar.
Lots of cream cheese goodness.
But with an overload of sugar and more than 700 calories, this breakfast needs a major health makeover.
With a family history of diabetes, we really need a healthier option. Please, rehab our recipe.
Our two chefs will battle it out to see who can rehab the Allen's recipe and make it more nutritious,
I'm cutting 80% of the calories, so this is a healthy start to your day.
but just as delicious.
The agave nectar. It's gonna sweeten it up and add a little flavor.
The Allens will then whip up each of the rehab recipes in their own kitchen.
It's time to cook.
Our chefs will be judged on taste, health, and ease.
This is not like Mom's French toast.
Which recipe will fall flat?
Bananas are for monkeys.
And which recipe will score big?
I love it.
And who will win the title of Recipe Rehab Champion? And let's meet those fantastic chefs right now. At the green station, the Italian stallion, Chef Laura Vitali. And at the yellow station, the culinary connoisseur himself, Chef Calvin Harris. Shall we have a look at the French toast?
Let's do it.
All right. There we have it.
Whoa. Look at all the syrup, first of all.
This is
It's breakfast. You need a healthy start to your day, and that's not it.
This looks like bread pudding to me, buddy. It's not good for you.
This classic breakfast dish is loaded with 722 calories and way too much sugar. Let's put 30 minutes on the clock. Are you ready?
Ready.
Are you set?
Yes, I am.
Let's rehab that recipe. Our chefs will be judged in 3 categories. The Allen family will judge the dishes on taste and ease of preparation. Plus, the Everyday Health nutritionist will give each recipe a score for health. So, Chef Laura, give me the quick 3 things that you're gonna do.
I'm gonna get rid of any butter, any of that creamy cream cheese filling that was in that French toast.
There was a lot of sugar in there.
I'm going to use some stevia, which is a sugar substitute.
Right.
And I'm also going to cut the bread down quite a bit. And by doing that, I'm cutting about 90% of the fat, 70% of the sugar, and about 80% of the calories. So this is a healthy start to your day.
So, Chef Calvin,
Yes, sir.
what are you doing to reduce the fat, the sugar, and the calories in this?
I'm gonna use a low-fat cream cheese. That's number 1, and then number 2, I'm gonna use an egg substitute versus whole eggs. I'm gonna reduce the fat by almost 75%.
Yeah, we're gonna lose any flavor by losing all that
Absolutely not. I'm doing a couple different things. I'm removing all that refined sugar. Bad for you. I'm using some natural stuff. I have molasses and a little bit of agave nectar that I'm gonna add to it.
Right.
So it's gonna sweeten it up and add a little flavor. And then I'm switching up the bread. I'm actually gonna go with a whole grain bread as opposed to the bread they had. Their portion size was out of control.
Right.
700 calories, I'm bringing it down almost 50%. Plus, the beautiful thing is, by using this whole grain bread, I'm actually going to drive up the fiber.
And this is also breakfast, right? So breakfast has got to be a good start to the day, not, I keep thinking of like the word sugar coma when I think of this original recipe.
You wanna wake up, not go back to sleep.
Well, exactly. What are we doing here?
I'm just cubing my bread in little bite-sized pieces. This is light whole wheat bread, about 45 calories a slice. So it's a much better, healthier choice. And I'm putting it into a sprayed baking dish. I don't need to butter it.
Hang on. Don't we normally fry French toast?
I'm not frying French toast. I'm gonna bake this baby.
Lovely. Okay, Chef Calvin, is that the batter?
It is.
What is in it? Because it's a very interesting color.
I'm using a bit of cinnamon, and I actually have some fresh vanilla bean.
Fresh.
Fresh stuff. I'm actually scraping the seeds out of this thing. And I've added some agave nectar.
An agave nectar is actually from cactus, isn't it?
Yes, it's from agave plant. This really took out all that sugar that they had in the original batter.
Smooth the flavor as well.
Absolutely.
Okay. Let's have a look what Chef Laura's doing here. Ooh, orange zest.
We're gonna make a really flavorful custard without using actually like any whole milk. We're using unsweetened vanilla almond milk, and then I'm gonna flavor it with vanilla, orange, smell that, and then a good amount of cinnamon, because I really want good flavor without a lot of fat.
Chef Calvin, what's going on now?
I am getting ready to soak my bread here a little bit.
That looks
Absolutely
gorgeous.
Smell that. Smell that fresh vanilla?
So you got slices of bread in there, you're not cubing it up.
So I wanted to keep this more like a traditional French toast, as opposed to I'm baking it instead of frying it.
So neither our chefs are frying.
Right.
Interesting. But does baking make it take longer?
A little bit longer, but it's worth it.
Okay, guys, we're at the halfway mark. 15 minutes to go. The chefs are ripping this old recipe apart and rebuilding it from the ground up. Now, Chef Laura is using orange zest, while Chef Calvin is using fresh vanilla bean. Very, very tasty. Now, before we find out if they pay off, let's take a look at today's Recipe Rehab pop quiz question. Which ingredient contains the most fiber? Is it A, maple syrup, B, milk, C, whole wheat bread, or D, eggs? The answer when we return to Recipe Rehab. Don't go away. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. Before the break, we asked you, which ingredient contains the most fiber? Is it A, maple syrup, B, milk, C, whole wheat bread, or D, eggs? If you answered C, whole wheat bread, you're correct. Fiber keeps your digestive tract clean and may help you lower bad cholesterol. Other sources of fiber include fruits, vegetables, and whole grains. Now let's get back to the action. With less than 15 minutes to go, Chef Laura has used a sugar substitute and cut out the cream cheese. Meanwhile, Chef Calvin is using agave nectar and egg substitute. Will that change the taste significantly? We'll find out soon. So let's have a look at Chef Calvin. What are you doing here?
It is time to put the toast into the oven.
Right, so you've basically, your whole wheat toast has soaked everything up.
I've let it absorb all that wonderful flavor. Gonna put it in the oven and finish it off.
So that's gonna go in the oven now, yeah?
You know, if you have time to let it sit a bit, that's great. I'm gonna cover it, stick it into the oven, and then I'm going to uncover it for the last about 10 minutes or so, because I'm gonna make a great sauce to go on top of this.
Really? What are you doing here?
So my spin on their butter syrup is substantially healthier.
So when you say butter sauce, that was just sugar and butter, wasn't it, basically?
It was sugar, butter, and maple syrup, basically. I'm using almond milk as a base, and then I'm gonna actually add a little bit more fiber to it by using wheat flour to help thicken up the sauce.
All right.
I have some molasses.
Okay, so what's molasses?
Molasses is basically just refined sugar beet. Then you get this nice color and this wonderful taste and aroma from it.
Right.
I have a little bit of vanilla bean and a little bit more of that agave nectar. So I'm giving it nice sweetness. It's gonna take place of all that maple syrup and all of that sugar that's added in there.
Wonderful. And what is our lovely Chef Laura doing?
I'm gonna make a really yummy orangey maple blueberry sauce.
Wow.
We're gonna use this orange again. I mean, we used the zest, we might as well use the juice. And we're gonna use just a touch of maple syrup because I want that sort of sweetness. I know he's going for the molasses and all, but I'm gonna just use a little bit of maple syrup for that like sort of buttery stickiness.
He's maybe too sweet. You know what I'm saying?
I'm too sweet, so I'm balancing myself with this recipe.
Okay, if you like what you see here today, be sure to catch the entire first season of Recipe Rehab on YouTube. All you gotta do is search Recipe Rehab. So, what are you doing here, Chef Calvin?
Well, I'm gonna finish this wonderful breakfast off with a little bit of healthy fruit. I got bananas, and then finish it off with a perfect antioxidant in blueberries.
Hang on, Laura's using blueberries, you're using blueberries.
She's a smart woman. She follows me. I'm giving this food
sold.
love, baby.
I'm sold on
Food
both
love.
these dishes. Okay, guys, we've got 20 seconds here. Five, four, three, two, one. That's it, guys. Stop cooking. Wow. Look at that. This French toast has been recoated, recooked, and thoroughly rehabbed. But the true test is still yet to come, because when we come back, the Allen family will cook both recipes, and then they'll decide which recipe they like the best. Don't go away. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. Chef Laura and Chef Calvin have worked wonders on the Allen family's French toast recipe. We sent the Allen family both the Rehab recipes and all the ingredients they'll need to recreate the chef's new versions of their dish. Let's see what they do with them.
Okay, me and Daddy on Team Yellow, Jake Jacob and Mom on Team Green.
All right.
Let's
Let's see what's in there, Jacob.
We have agave nectar. Kind of looks like maple syrup.
What is that?
Milk?
It's almond milk. Do you think that's gonna taste good in our recipe?
Yeah. Vanilla bean?
That's where the vanilla extract comes from.
Whoa, I've never even tried these or heard of these before. Blueberry. These are yummy, but not in my French toast. Oranges? Are we gonna make a fruit salad or some French toast?
I don't have fruit in my French toast. When I opened the green box, there were a lot of healthy ingredients, blueberries and oranges. The original recipe calls for cream cheese and butter and sugar, so I don't know how that's gonna work out. All right, we have all of the ingredients, so let's hit the kitchen and get cooking.
Yeah! It's time to cook.
The first step is we need to spray it with a non-stick cooking spray.
I don't know how to spray it.
The next thing is bread.
I'm really good cutting.
All right, so can you cut off the crust? Good.
Okay, make the batter. 1 cup unsweetened plain almond milk. Egg substitutes. Ew, what the heck? It's so weird. I've never seen eggs in a carton before. And it's kind of weird to use almond milk, especially because it's unsweetened. Isn't French toast supposed to be sweet?
All right, Jacob, look at that stack of work. We chopped all of our bread, so now we're ready to get started on our custard. It says we need 2 eggs and 2 egg whites. And then
I thought we were gonna do all of them.
well, we do all of them in our recipe, but now we're doing the Rehab recipe. So we just want the outside.
Oh, that's the zest, is the orange zest.
So we're just using the outside of the orange.
You are? The outside tastes weird.
All right, next we are going to add cream cheese.
In Mom's recipe, we use a lot of cream cheese. In the yellow recipe, we only use 2 tablespoons. Hey, Dad, we need a ½ teaspoon of ground cinnamon
All right.
and vanilla bean. It's cool. It's fun. It smells good. Whisk the batter until it's well combined. It's about 1 minute.
All right, Jacob, are you ready to whisk it together?
Yeah.
This green recipe is really easy. It's very quick, and I can really see myself using this recipe.
Mom, it's looking good.
All right.
Now we're gonna pour the egg batter evenly over the bread.
Okay, time to put them in the oven.
Okay. Hey, Dad, did you know in our recipe we have 722 calories? And in the yellow recipe, we only have 375 calories.
Wow, that's almost half the calories.
How about yours?
Ours is so healthy. This green recipe only has 160 calories per serving. This French toast dish can now be a real breakfast dish instead of just a dessert or a special occasion dish. Diabetes runs in our family, and it's really important to me that my children learn how to eat healthy now so that they don't get diabetes in the future.
Now that our French toast is in the oven, we can start on our syrup.
Sounds good.
Time to make that yummy syrup. It says 2 cups of blueberries. Pretty sweet.
Pretty yummy.
The juice of 1 orange. Who loves to juice oranges? I got you.
This is not like Mom's French toast.
And now we gotta slice our banana.
I don't know how banana's gonna turn up in this French toast because bananas are basically for monkeys. Bravo, we're all done.
Well done. All right.
Hey, it's time to plate them.
It is time to enjoy our French toast.
Let's
go eat.
Woo! Yeah! Now it's time to taste. Let's taste the green recipe first.
So good.
It tastes like it's almost sweeter than our original one.
The orange zing is a little different for me.
It just tastes good, all in all.
You like sweet things. Does it taste sweet to you?
Yeah, the blueberry.
Mine is half gone, so I think I'm liking mine.
Okay, everyone, let's try the yellow recipe.
It's really good. I don't have a bad thing.
Oh, you like this one?
Yeah, I love it.
At first, I didn't know about the banana, but now I think it's awesome.
This looks like the more traditional sliced French toast rather than the kind of casserole feel that I enjoy.
And I actually like the kind of drier, sort of textured French toast and the sauce on top. I think they complement each other really nicely.
I know which one's my favorite. How about you?
It's a hard one for me, but I think I'm ready to put my vote in.
Same here, I'm decided.
Okay.
It looks like they had a lot of fun in the kitchen there, eh?
That's what it's all about.
When we come back, it's the moment of truth. The Allen family will deliver their final verdict on which Rehab French toast is their new family favorite. So don't you go away. Welcome back to Recipe Rehab. It's decision time. Chef Laura and Chef Calvin did an excellent job on reforming the Allen family's French toast. But in this Recipe Rehab kitchen, only one chef can be the winner. Our chefs will be judged in 3 categories. The Allen family will judge the dishes on taste and ease of preparation. Plus, the everyday health nutritionist will give each recipe a score for health. There are 10 points per category, so a perfect score is 30. Are you ready to see the scores, Chef?
I really am.
Okay. First, let's take a look and see how Chef Laura did.
Thank you, chefs, for rehabbing our French toast recipe. We cooked them, tasted them, and now we're ready to choose our favorite. Let's start with the green recipe. For taste, we really loved the texture. It felt just like our mom's. But the orange zest didn't work out for us, so we gave it an 8 out of 10. For health, the everyday health nutritionist gave it a perfect 10.
The everyday health nutritionist gave Chef Laura a perfect 10. They loved how she reduced the fat by more than 90%, the sugar by more than 60%, and turned this into a low-calorie winner. What do you say?
I'm thrilled. 10 out of 10, can't beat it.
But will that be enough to win?
Hope so.
Let's take a look back and see what they gave you for ease of preparation.
For ease of preparation is very similar to my mom's, but there's an extra step. Zesting and juicing the orange, which took a lot more time. So we gave it an 8 out of 10. For a total score of 26 points.
So, Chef Laura, 26, what do you feel about that?
I wish I could have done better, but I'm overall really happy with the score.
So, Chef Calvin, 26 is a score to beat. What do you reckon?
I think I'm still in it. Got a chance.
Well, let's see what the Allen family thought of your French toast.
And now for the yellow recipe. For taste, we really love the vanilla flavor and the syrup and the fruits, so we gave it a 9 out of 10. For health, the everyday health nutritionist gave it a 9.
The everyday health nutritionist gave Chef Calvin a health score of 9. He did a great job reducing the fat by more than 70%, but they knocked him down a notch because they didn't feel he got the sugar down far enough for a family with a history of diabetes. Now, what did you think of the score, Chef?
Well, 9 out of 10 is great. I mean, at the end of the day, it's still a win-win situation.
Well, it all comes down to this. Let's see what they gave him for ease of preparation.
For ease of preparation, we really loved that we didn't have to cut the bread. So we gave it a 9 out of 10. For a total score of 27 points. So that means the yellow recipe wins.
Congratulations, Chef Calvin. You are the Allen family French Toast Rehab champion.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy. I'm just happy to win and beat the Italian stallion.
Those are fighting words for next time.
I'll come back for you, don't worry.
You have both taught us some wonderful techniques today and given us 2 great recipes that have shown us that eating healthier doesn't mean that you have to lose any of the flavor. If you're looking for more healthy cooking tips, tricks, and some new recipes, you can always find them at reciperehab.com/TV show. Thanks to Chef Laura and Chef Calvin, the Allen family, and all of you at home for watching. Join us next time when we continue to rehab those recipes. See you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.
Closed captioning and other promotional considerations for Recipe Rehab are provided by